Hello everyone, salutations. So today we are going to study about modes of payment from the lesson e-commerce and e-governance. So these are the modes of online payment: credit card, debit card, net banking, mobile wallet, prepaid cards, gift card, smart card. So most of the payment modes are very common we use in our day-to-day life. So in textbook, four payment methods are discussed in detail: credit card, mobile payment, e-wallet, and bank transfer. So we will discuss them in detail. So what are credit cards? So when you open any bank account, by default you will get a ATM card. The ATM card is also known as the debit card. Okay, but if you want to get a credit card, you have to apply for it. And I think so. Some banks have some special uh, balance requirements. Okay, that means you have to minimum maintain some amount of balance, then only you will be issued a credit card. The difference between a credit card and a debit card is, in credit card, the amount which is available in my account, I am able to spend that much only. That means if I have 5,000, I my spending limit is 5,000 only, not more than that. But if I have a credit card, I can spend more than 5,000, not much, not very much, but that has a certain limit. For example, 1,000 or 2,000 rupees extra, but I have to pay interest to the bank. So that is kind of mini loan I'm taking from the bank. So most of the people suggest, financial consultants, they suggest that you should not use credit cards, okay, because it lures you to spend extra. So that is personal choice what you want to use, credit card or a debit card. Okay, so credit card, as per textbook, the most common way of customers to pay online. Business merchants can reach out to an international market by integrating a payment gateway to their business. Okay, now this is regarding e-commerce website. So e-commerce website, they have to integrate. Integrate means they have to partner with some international market. International companies, payment gateway companies are Maestro, okay, Visa, Mastercard, PayPal. I hope so you are familiar with them. Not only international, national payment gateway companies can also be used, okay, because many people now use national payment gateways also, like RuPay. Okay, so what e-commerce websites have to do, they have to approach those payment gateways company, and they will support the e-commerce website. So whenever a customer wants to pay, click for online payment option, so the e-commerce website is redirected to the payment page, okay, which is supported by the third party. The third party is the payment gateway company. Okay, so that is how payment can be done with the help of credit card and also debit card. Second is mobile payment. So mobile payments are commonly used on donation portals, browser games, social media websites, and also shopping websites. Okay, so examples of mobile payment: many mobile payment apps are available: Bheem, UPI, Paytm, PayPal, PhonePay, Google Pay, Amazon Pay, JioPay, so many. Okay, there are a lot of payment apps which are available. They are known as mobile payment apps. Okay, so customers can pay by scanning barcode on an app on mobile phone. So uh, using phone pay or Google Pay or Paytm, payment is easily done, everybody knows. Okay, if you link your bank account with the app, okay, for example, if you are using phone pay or Paytm or Google Pay, you have to provide your banking information and you will get an ID, UPI ID. And with the help of that UPI ID, you can just scan the barcode. So if you are paying to any shop or paying online, a barcode is available. You have to scan the barcode, and the barcode helps to connect to your bank account and get the payment done easily. Okay, so just by scanning the barcode, you can just do the payment very quickly. Okay, but you have to provide the banking information, provide all the credentials of your bank account, as well as the mobile number should match the mobile number you are using and which you have provided in the bank account. Okay, So all these things, first of all, they should match, then only the payment can be done easily. Otherwise, without barcode scanning, also the payment can be done in other ways. Okay, but that is it may take 2 to 3 steps more, but payment can be definitely done. Okay, and you can also store some amount in your app as a e-wallet. Okay, so all this, um, especially phone pay, Paytm, they provide e-wallet facility also in that app. So these are about mobile payment. Okay, now next is bank transfer. So it is used when money is sent from one bank account to another, and transferring money from bank account is safer than withdrawing and paying cash, because every transaction will be done after authenticating credentials. So instead of removing the money or withdrawing the money from the account and then paying to some another account, it's better to transfer the money from one our account to whichever account we want to pay. And that can be done with the help of NEFT and IMPS. What does IMPS and NEFT stand for? Let's see. IMPS stands for Immediate Payment Service. What is Immediate Payment Service? See, it's given in the Wikipedia. Let's read. So, immediate payment service is an instant payment interbank electronic fund transfer system in India. So, IMPS is Indian service. Okay. So, interbank electronic fund transfer. That means uh, amount will be transferred from one bank account to another bank account electronically. IMPS offers an interbank electronic fund transfer through mobile phones, unlike RTGS. Okay, we will find out what is RTGS also. So I hope so that's clear to you. Now RTGS is mentioned. What is the full form? I think so you will remember the full form. Immediate Payment Service. Okay, that is IMPS. And RTGS. What is RTGS? Hmm, the real time gross settlement. Okay, real time gross settlement systems are specialist fund transfer system where the transfer of money or security takes place from one bank account to another bank account. Okay, maybe IMPS is more faster and more direct compared to RTGS. And another one was NEFT. Okay. So there is versus RTGS. Let's see. The fundamental difference between RTGS and NEFT is that while RTGS is based on gross settlement, NEFT is based on non-settlement. If you want to transfer large sum of money real time, RTGS is better, but for small amount where there is not much urgency, NEFT is better option. Okay. So I hope so the difference is clear to you. Now let's find out what is the full form of NEFT. Oh, NEFT. Okay, National Electronic Fund Transfer. National Electronic Fund Transfer system maintained by RBI. Started in November 2005. Okay, so NEFT is widely used in banking services. Okay, everyone definitely may have heard about NEFT. Okay, to transfer amount from one bank account to another bank account, you just have to go to the bank, you have to fill up the form, and it can be done easily. And I think so those first facilities are available in the banking websites also. All right, so that was bank transfer. And the last is e-wallets. So it is a type of password protected electronic card which is used for online transaction. So it is a type of prepaid account where user can store money. Okay, I hope so you are familiar with Paytm Phone Pay. Okay, and there is another one called State Bank Buddies. So you can, if your bank account is linked, okay, you can just withdraw some amount and store in your wallet, Paytm wallet, Phone Pay wallet, and pay quickly. Okay, so the payment is done quickly. If you have, just like we store some extra cash in our wallet, similarly, some money amount in electronic form can be stored in e-wallet. Okay, so that serves quick payment. That's it. So it is a type of password, definitely password protected electronic card which is used for online transaction, and it is a type of prepaid account where user can store money for future online transactions. Example, State Bank Buddies and Paytm wallets. So most of the things are familiar to you. You have also seen about NEFT and IMPS. Okay, all these things are common. So these are the four modes of payment: credit card, mobile payments, e-wallet, and bank transfer. Okay, which are described in detail, and more options are available: prepaid card, gift card, smart card, credit card, debit card, net banking. Okay, net banking also everyone is familiar. Okay, so I'll stop the video now, and please check the description. In the description, links of previous videos will be given. Okay, so if you want to revise, please visit those videos, see those videos, and provide the suggestions. If you want any other video other than Maharashtra State Board syllabus, or video topic related to Maharashtra State Board syllabus of IT, okay, any other video which I did not cover, you can suggest. Okay, and thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching, thanks for joining. Take care everyone.